Can any of you, and I know this is like awful of me to say because Lawrence is not here, explain to me the plot of the Fast and Furious movies?
Paul Walker was going to go undercover because there was a criminal gang that was stealing DVD players. They believed that it was related based off the tuning of the cars, that it must be someone in the street racing scene that's doing it. They hire Paul Walker. He's a cop, but he also looks young and cool. So then they were like, we need you to go undercover, infiltrate this scene. The gang that he suspects of being responsible is not the gang. It's the gang he befriended that did it. Because he immediately suspects Asians. And he thinks the white guy couldn't have done it. So then it's like, oh no, my friends did it. And then at the same time, they also find out that he's undercover, but he's so much friends with them that he would rather just save them. And they're in danger because the truck drivers are rebelling and they're carrying shotguns.
Because the DVDs have
Because
been
they've lost
stolen?
so many DVDs.
They're so upset of the loss of DVDs
Okay.
that they are now using shotguns.
Got
So
it.
in the end, they figure out who done it, and then they save everyone's life, except for that one guy who drove the Volkswagen Golf.
Oh, God!
Well, to be fair, the guy who drove the Volkswagen Golf gets murdered by the Asian guys who were falsely arrested.
Yeah.
So rather than being like, I didn't commit no crime of robbing DVDs, but I will do a drive-by and murder this person.
So then that's the end of that. Then two.
That's just the first one? There's
That's
so
the
much
first
happening
one.
in this franchise.
No.
Two is Paul Walker
Ugh.
now goes to Florida
With Tyrese.
with Tyrese, and at this point, Vin Diesel was way too big for Fast and Furious. He moved on to huge franchises like Triple X.
Right?
So anyway, something happens in Florida. None of that matters.
Nothing mattered, yeah.
Then three, things get really interesting.
Yeah.
Because we go into the
Oh
past.
my God, you're only on 3.
They were trying to turn it into a brand, so it was called Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. And it was about the kid from Sling Blade racing the kid from Home Improvement. And then the kid from Home Improvement crashes his Corvette and almost dies. And then they blame him, so then his mom sends him to live with his dad, who lives in Tokyo. He goes there, and the first person he meets is Lil Bow Wow,
Naturally.
who owns like a Honda Element or something, or a Scion Cube. It's unclear how he affords it. And then he meets this girl, and she has a really heartfelt conversation with him while drifting around mountains. And then, but I think her ex-boyfriend is also like a gangster. He's like Yakuza. Mm-hmm. So he pisses off the Yakuza guys
with his drifts.
because he's used to racing fast and straight. And then so he races this other guy and then beats him in the end and realizes that sometimes hurting is then Vin Diesel shows up in the last scene. He has a race against this other guy. Vin Diesel
Yeah.
and
It
then
took a-
8's good or something? I don't know.
And then I think the fourth one happened and it was good, or
That
it
was
was
called Fast and Furious.
when
yeah.
did
And that
Paul
was-
Walker die? At what point?
the seventh one.
Yeah, he got a couple more. This is when I stopped paying attention.
Right.
Yeah, but Lawrence swears this is where it got good.
Yeah.
So then I think Fast 5, there's a Frenchman,
All right.
and then there's
Fast-
like is that the bank heist one
Does Fast
Oh,
5
sacre
introduces
bleu.
The Rock, correct?
as a bad guy?
Okay, that sounds right.
Well, he's an antagonist. I think he
Okay.
works for the government. He's deployed to stop them.
They
But then he joins them in Fast 6. Now he's on their side.
yes.
And so Jason Statham is the bad guy. And then Fast 8, aka Fate of the Furious, is the most recent one. And
yeah,
that's
Fate of the Furious is the most
To the
recent.
moon.
all of them on
No.
the same team, I think.
I think everyone's best friends now. Yeah.
It's like Dragon Ball. You
Okay.
show up as a bad guy, that means that the next time you're going to be a good guy.
That's right.
I see,
And
I
he's
see.
either Hobbs or Shaw.
I think he
Yeah,
is
I think you're right.
Shaw.
He is either one of them.
The Rock is
Oh,
Hobbs.
GTA
Yeah.
crashed.
Surprise, surprise.
Well, it's a good. I mean,
That
it's
was
a
it.
good ending point,
Yeah.
I guess.
We didn't even get into the setup for Hobbs and
There's
Shaw,
so
where
much to
Idris
go.
Elba shows up, who will almost certainly become a good guy in the next one.
That's a good point because these movies make billions of dollars.
And they make good men of us all.